Good morning. I am Dr. P. Premlata, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Sri Vidya Mandir, Arts and Science College, Kateri, Uttangare. Now I discuss about carbohydrate and the classification. Carbohydrate is main role in our day-to-day life activities. It gives some energy for our body. Carbohydrates are the most abundant biomolecules on earth. Carbohydrate is a biological molecule consisting of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atom. Its ratio 1 is to 2 is to 1. Usually with a hydrogen oxygen atom ratio of 2 is to 1 as in the water. Carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones or substance that yield such components on hydrolysis. Some carbohydrates also contain nitrogen, phosphorus or sulfur. Role of carbohydrate in living organism. Carbohydrates perform a numerous role in living organism. Polysaccharides serves for the storage of energy. For example, starch and glycogen. Starch is the storage food material of plant. Glycogen is the storage food material of animals. And structural compounds, for example, cellulose in plant and chitin in arthropods. The 5-carbon monosaccharide ribose is an important component of coenzyme. ATP, that means adenosine triphosphate, FAD, flavin adenine dinucleotide, NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. These are the backbone of genetic molecule known as RNA. RNA means ribonucleic acid. The related deoxyribose is the component of DNA. Saccharides and their derivatives, including many other important biomolecules that play a key role in immune system, fertilization, preventing pathogenesis, blood clotting and development. Sources of carbohydrate: cereals, wheat, rice, potatoes, sugar cane, fruits, bread, milk. These are the main sources of carbohydrate and daily diet of our food. Classification of carbohydrate. There are 3 major size classes of carbohydrate. First one, monosaccharide. Second one, oligosaccharides. Third one, polysaccharides. The carbohydrates are first divided into 2 terms based on the sugar molecule. Monosaccharide and oligosaccharides are sugar typed groups. It also sweet in taste and also soluble in water. And third one, polysaccharides is non-sugar molecule. It's insoluble in water and there is no sweet taste. First, now I discuss about monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is the simplest form of carbohydrate. This is either aldehyde or ketone with 2 or more hydroxyl groups contained. Monosaccharides are colorless, crystalline solid that are freely soluble in water but insoluble in non-polar solvents. Most of them have sweet taste. For example of monosaccharides means glucose, fructose and galactose. This image shows the structure of glucose and fructose. Monosaccharides are unbranched carbon chain in which all the carbon atoms are linked by single bond in open chain form. One of the carbon atom is double bonded to an oxygen atom to form a carboxyl group. each of other carbon atoms have hydroxyl groups. The carboxylic group is at the end of carbon chain. It's contain aldehyde group. That's called for aldose. If the carbonyl group is at the other position, ketone group, it's called for ketose. For example, based on the carbonyl groups, monosaccharides are divided into triose, tetose, pentose and hexose. Based on the carbonyl group, it divides by aldose and ketose. Aldones have aldehyde group, ketones have ketone group. Aldehyde group means CHO group. Ketone group means CO group. Then disaccharides are example for maltose, lactose and sucrose. It consists of two molecules of monosaccharide jointly called for disaccharides. Disaccharides can be hydrolyzed to yield the free monosaccharides components by boiling with dilute acid. Second type is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are carbohydrate to form 3 to 6 units of simple sugar monosaccharides. A large number of oligosaccharides have been proposed by partially break down more complex carbohydrate. That means polysaccharides. Oligosaccharides have many functions including cell recognition and cell binding. Most of them, few naturally occurring oligosaccharides are found in plants. For example, arachidons. Trisaccharides found in many plants consist of maltose. Example, galactose and glucose, and then fructose. Oligosaccharides are classified based on the sugar molecule. It also disaccharide, trisaccharide and tetrasaccharides. Then third type is polysaccharide. Most of the carbohydrates are found in polysaccharide forms. It have high molecular weight. Polysaccharides also called glycans. It differ from each other in the identity of the recurring monosaccharides unit. The length of the chain is differ based on the bond and branching unit of carbon content. Further, it's classified into two types. First one is homopolysaccharide. Second one is heteropolysaccharide. Homo means same monosaccharides are included in homopolysaccharide. Hetero means different type of monosaccharides are formed by heteropolysaccharides. Now I discuss about homopolysaccharides. Homopolysaccharides contain only a single monomeric species. Some homopolysaccharides serve as the storage form of monosaccharides that are used as the fuel. That means giving some energy. Like example for starch, glycogen. Then second type is other structural elements in plant. For example, cellulose and chitin. Best example of homopolysaccharides are glycogen, starch and cellulose. Glycogen is storage food material of animals. Starch is the storage food material of plants. Then second type is heteropolysaccharide. Heteropolysaccharides contain two or more different kind of monomeric species. Heteropolysaccharides provides extracellular support for organisms of all kingdoms. For example, rigid layer of bacterial cell envelope. It's made up of peptidoglycan. that contain heteropolysaccharides built to form two alternating monosaccharide units. These are the best example of heteropolysaccharide. In animal tissue, extracellular phase is occupied by several types of heteropolysaccharides which form a matrix that hold individual cells together and provide protection, shape and support of the cell, tissue and organ. Carbohydrate is very important place in our diet. Thank you.